Hi, I want to show you here the assumptions. These are things that you have to set in the beginning to make sure that the calculations and the file will work for your situation. There are a couple of things you can adjust here. First of all, there are this type of systems that you will be looking at. You can change this, you can add more to this, and these will be later um, summarized as such. These are the defaults and will cover most of your needs. The second thing is related to lifespans. This is split out by asset components, so the subcomponents of the assets that you have here. It's a relatively short list, but this will cover hopefully most of what you have. Otherwise, feel free to change one of them, but do note that you can't add any more to it. So you can have a maximum of about 6 different assets that you're looking at. Each of them can have a different lifespan, and feel free to fill it in as you see fit. This is similar for the pipes, where there is also a difference and it can be specified. Then there's something which is called the trigger age. This is a value you can change, and how far ahead do you have to start thinking of replacing something that's towards the end of its lifespan? To give you an example, if your borehole is 20 years old, in uh, if your lifespan is 20 years and you're in the 18th year, then you can start triggering to start replacing it. This is to make sure that your services continue. The next thing to think is OPEX. OPEX is one of the costs that you have. You have CAPEX, CAPMANEX, direct support costs, and OPEX. OPEX is basically the operation and maintenance for normal daily repairs or weekly or monthly. A typical value that is taken is a 40% over the whole lifespan of a product of an asset, and that is about 2% on an annual basis. Feel free to keep it like this unless you have information that makes you change it. Finally, here on the right hand side are unit costs. You will find that for each of the sub assets, you can put what it is to replace it. So for instance, a new construction of the borehole in this example is 5,000. But you can also have a major repair replacement. In that case, it is cheaper. It's only 2,000. If it's only certain parts you're replacing, it might be just only 500. If you're replacing or repairing components, 200, and routine preventive maintenance is 100. You can see the different actions that you can do for each of the assets, and you can specify a separate cost. It can quite easily be the same cost that you're repeating because there's very little difference sometimes depending on what you're doing and where you're looking at. If it's the cost for per tap, for instance, replacing it or replacing an aging one is the same. So you can both put the same value. What I suggest is you just put estimates, and once you are busy with it and you've got some of your results, you start double checking and you come back to your assumptions. Thank you very much.